Jessica and welcome to Valentine Panic. So, Michaela Laws, who is the creator of this game, gave me a copy of the game last week, and unfortunately I had no internet, so I couldn't even make any freaking Valentine's Day videos, so they're all gonna happen this week. This is her new short otome game, which is based in the Pink Ladies Cafe, which is in the same universe as Seduce Me. So yeah, that's all I know. And I do know that you can romance girls and boys, which is good. But I don't know any of the characters, so I don't know who I'm going to choose. Anyway, before we get started, if you guys would like to get the game yourself, there is a link in the description where you can grab it on itch.io. And if you would like to support Michaela Laws, who is the creator of this game, please check out her Patreon and her links to her other stuff and her other games so that she can make more games like this. Anyway, let's get started. Also, I believe the music is by Christopher Escalante as well. Chris, good job with the music, as always. What is your name? Valentine, no. Signing up for a part-time job was never easy, especially post-holidays. A lot of stores and businesses only hire extra employees during the holiday rush. That is true, sadly. Now that the holidays were over, there was no need to hire more people for work. Trying to find a job during this time was torture enough. However, when your parents tell you gotta get off your butt and find a job, you pretty much don't have any choice in the matter. Man, I know that feel is so terrible after college. Man, I was like, my parents were like, get a job. If only life was easy as it was in simulator games. You're preaching to the choir, girl. You could find a job, hang out with your friends, and be happy with someone who eventually grow to love you for the rest of your life. Sadly, life is not that easy.
All right, we'll call you if we think you're the right fit. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, you're welcome. If I'm the right fit, really? You can't tell if I am one from the interview? Jeez. Ooh, I like the background. It looks so fucking anime though, like, oh my goodness. That was the 5th job I had applied to this week. I was good at interviews, but luck seemed to walk right out of the door alongside me each time I was given a chance at employment. Needless to say, I was in a pickle. What am I gonna do? I was certain that I wasn't going to find anything around town, so I thought about looking around the city, but the price of the commute would not have been worth it. I was stuck in a place where nothing was available. Dude, this girl is like so real right now, like that's how I felt, like, oh my god, after college, because I'm just like, I'm not near anything, I'm so fucked. Letting out a sigh, I mentally waved my white flag of surrender to life and started to prepare myself for the rent of the lifetime from my parents. Until... Is this us? If that's us, we look cute as fuck. And also, I like that they're blinking. There's animations in it. Cool. Kayla, this is so awesome. Huh? Hello?
Hello! Is this an adorable youth in need of a job?
What the... Yes? This is Jessica. Who is this?
Oh, just a concerned third party. I heard that there was someone going around looking for a job, and I just so happened to have a
it's the
job
pink
opening
lady.
at my
Okay.
cafe.
Mm-hmm. Wait, really? My heart jumped in my throat. This is my chance. However, something seemed off about this. How did this person get my number?
Of course! Have you heard of the Pink Lady Cafe? We've recently renovated the place and expanded, so we need more hands on deck.
How'd you get my number, dude? A cafe, huh? That probably means I'll become a waiter or something like that. Low pay, but it's a job.
So, what do you say? Would you like an interview?
No, thanks! I'll just say absolutely.
Excellent! I will schedule you for, still gotta get through that Netflix series, an hour from now.
I wonder what would happen if you said no thanks. Wait, what?
Oh, relax! I was contacted by the last person you were interviewed, and they said that you didn't go far. I'm just around the corner, so you can relax and prepare before the interview happens.
What? Okay.
Awesome! I'll see you then.
That was really weird. Still, I got one last chance to get a job. I can't look like a gift horse in the mouth right now. It was better than nothing. Taking a deep breath, I looked up the Pink Lady Cafe and studied much as I could. The Pink Lady Cafe, a cafe that opened 10 years ago? At least it was an established place. Owned by K. Okay, K who? Does this K not have a last name? What about the first name? What happened to... What is K supposed to be? Her initial? Whatever, I decided to move on and keep reading. Apparently the cafe's focus was coffee, sweets, and relaxation. Sure, they offered other things on the menu, but their primary product were baked goods. So this really is a cafe. The decor seems nice. A lot of pink, though. Hey, what's nothing wrong with pink? Well, it is called the Pink Lady Cafe for a reason. I started to make my way through the address listed on the site and continued to read on. As soon as I arrived, I could tell something was off. Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello. We'll be right with you.
Okay. I was shocked to see no one else in the cafe besides a guy dressed as a chef sitting at the table and a girl rushing into the kitchen.
Trinity, calm down. We'll get the ingredients.
Leia, you are not helping. Out!
Before I could blink, the girl apparently named Leia came running out in a panic. After getting her breathing slowing down, she looked back into the kitchen with grimace.
I told you not to reorganize the pantry.
Oh.
I just wanted to help. That's all.
It's alright, Leia. Trinity's just freaky obsessed with her organization, that's all. She'd even kick out her own brother to reorganize everything.
Well, she is your sister, so you'd know best.
Oh, okay. Excuse me? Finally, Leia and the waiter finally turned to look at me, taking in the fact that I was still waiting.
Oh, hello. Can we help you?
Did they just completely forgot I was standing there? Yes, I was scheduled for an interview in about half an hour. At that moment, the waiter and Leia looked at each other in shock.
Is this the person? The one Kay told us to test?
Wait, test?
Sounds about right.
Hold on, what do you mean, test? Finally, the pair looked at me and pointed at the entrance to the kitchen.
Interview starts in there.
It's all yours.
Okay? Yep, this is not an ordinary job interview.
Pots and pans over here, please.
Oh my god, what is happening?
On it.
Faster would be better, Joey.
Don't rush me. I'm not Quinn, Trinity.
I know. Quinn would have done that and made both the coffee and tea in half the time.
Oh my god. Michaela, why do you have to have such an intimidating voice, goddammit? I slowly made my way to the kitchen and watched as the chef and waiter scramble around the kitchen, trying to recognize the entire room. The girl, Trinity, seemed flustered and was leading the charge, but the guy, Joey, seemed to be very lax in the situation.
Done. Next.
Hold on, who are you?
Finally, Trinity and Joey turned to me as if they noticed of the new person in the room. I wasn't exactly dressed like they were, so definitely something that hindered their progression if it was in that way. Hi, I was told the interview would be in here? A moment of silence before Joey raised his hand in his head and shook his head.
Trinity, the new person is all yours.
Huh? Oh god. I looked at Trinity as she crossed her arms and examined me intensely. I felt completely stripped under her gaze, but I remained in my spot unsure of what to do in the first place. Finally, Trinity sighed and gestured to the sealed fridge.
Eggs, milk, flour, and butter.
What? I watched as she turned and brought out a mixing bowl and a hand mixer. Joey stepped back and leaned back against the counter, watching me curiously. Was this my interview? Okay. I quickly made my way to the fridge and looked inside. So hearing things were reorganized, the fridge was almost packed in. How was I going to find what Trinity asked for? Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh god, we gotta do a matching game? Okay. Shit. I like this element though, but goddamn, this is very like... There we go. Nope, I think it was this one. There we go. Flour. What the fuck, dude? I briskly returned to Trinity with the ingredients she needed in hand. I was surprised how fast I was able to sort through everything and find the exact food items required. Impressed, Trinity stared at me with a slightly pursed and amused lip.
Huh.
Oh god. I mentally patted myself on the shoulder. I knew I was quick to adapt at this, but it's definitely to show my quick reaction skills. Maybe I wouldn't fail in this interview after all. Trinity looked at Joey and jerked her head towards the exit lightly.
Well then, it's your turn. Take him.
Alright, follow me, please.
What the fuck kind of interview is this? I looked at Joey as he unhersed me to follow him. I took in a breath and left the kitchen. Another test? Maybe I'd be even faster at the front of the cafe. I was led out to the front where Leia and the guy I assumed to be Quinn sat at the nearby table. Joey observed them for a moment and moved towards the cashier before gesturing to Quinn and Leia.
Take their order and serve them.
I furrowed my eyebrows. Was I not going to get a notepad? Joey raised an eyebrow at me, most likely waiting for me to move. But if I knew anything about being a waiter, I was supposed to have something to fill an order. Leia giggled slightly and smiled towards me.
We're a notepad-free establishment.
Oh, girl, no. Huh? Notepad free?
Meaning that the servers have to memorize their customers' orders. It's to help reduce waste to protect the environment.
That's nice and all, but, I don't have good memory.
Since the cashier line can get pretty long with pickup orders, we have servers who can take orders at the table and booths for customers who are here to stay a while.
Understand now?
I could only nod. It made sense. Still, it made bussing tables a little more daunting of an idea. At least this place wasn't entirely huge. I took in a breath and approached the table with a smile as natural as I could muster. What would you two like?
I'd like a mocha latte with a baked cheesecake slice, please.
Mocha latte with baked cheese slice. Okay.
Black coffee and some tiramisu.
Black coffee
Thank
and
you.
tiramisu. Oh my god. Quickly I nodded and started off the formation to order and rush over the counter, ready to spill the order out of my memory. Oh shit. I like this. Like, this has like a different element to than normal, like Otome games. Like, you're doing something else rather than just like point and click to just answer. I don't know, I like this. And I also like that it's timed as well, so like you actually have to fucking do it. I was genuinely surprised on how well I handled myself. I managed to get both orders in and out to the table within a minute.
Wow, very impressive.
Just like the kitchen. Maybe you are the person we need for the Valentine's Day rush.
Oh god, I was majorly confused. Were those tests part of my interview? What about meeting with Kay, a manager? This seemed a bit too convenient for just to do stuff, then land the job. Before I could speak more, my phone began to buzz.
That must be Kay. Did you text her, Joey?
Yeah, I let her know the results.
Go ahead and pick it up. Trinity, get in here!
In a second!
What the hell's happening? Oh, okay. I slowly answered, not expecting what I heard next.
Congratulations! You got the job!
Thank you! Wait, huh? I'm sorry, hold on a second. I got the job? How? What about the interview?
That was your interview! We don't want to waste time with just questioning people, so we drop them straight into a simulation of work.
I guess that's
See how well they
more
hold up.
efficient.
Lo and behold, you passed!
Okay, this is weird. So those were tests for the position? I guess, I was really at a loss for words. Kay could only laugh on the other line as the other people around me seemed to be amused by my expression.
It's alright!
This is
I
freaking
know
weird.
we kind of threw you into the deep end really fast, but we had to make sure you were someone we could trust during the Valentine's Day rush.
You know, I could still be like an axe murderer and like nobody would fucking know. This Valentine's Day rush? The Valentine's Day rush? What do you mean? I knew Valentine's Day was a big day for couples and the like, but I would not expect cafes to go crazy with customers. Kay, however, seemed to understand my confusion and explained further.
Well, at the Pink Lady Cafe, we host an annual Valentine's Day rush event where couples can come in for 3 days and enjoy a small moment of joy in a warm cafe. It's super romantic, don't you think?
Sure, I guess?
What makes this event super popular is that everything on the menu is half off!
That's nice. Whoa, half off desserts and coffee? That's ballsy That's a ballsy step for a cafe.
The event has gotten so popular that we can barely keep track of ourselves each year. That's why we expanded and we reached out to get more help on board. And now we have you, a magnificent 5th member. How exciting!
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I didn't say that
Oh my god. I apologize. I'm going way too fast for my own good. I forgot to ask you if you even wanted the job. So, will you?
My head was spinning. I was an extra help for a mega cafe rush. I mean, it made sense, but I would have at least appreciated an explanation before being tested out of the blue. Still, from the looks of it, if this event was really big, then the cafe needed all the help it could get. And I need a job. What the?
The payroll? You'll be paid $750 for the week of Valentine's Day rush.
Okay, I don't know where, like, how different it is compared to, like, where everyone else lives, but for me, that's, like, where I live, that's, like, a typical, minimum wage job, if that makes any sense, because we have fucking high standards over here. Everything's fucking expensive. Wait, what? $750 for a week of work? For selling products at half price? How well off is this cafe? At my aghast expression, the people around me started to laugh, probably knowing why I was so shocked.
Did she mention the pay? That shocked me too the first time.
I wish it could shock me too, but it's just like that's a normal pay for where I'm from.
Well, this cafe's been in good business for a long time now. I'm not surprised at the good pay.
So, what do you say now?
Only an idiot would have declined the job knowing that pay. I happily accept the job. The group around me cheered, happy at my answer.
Awesome! I'm excited. Since the events start next week, I'll let the group instruct you on how to get ready. I hope everything works out!
Oh, okay. Before I could question Kay more, she hung up, leaving me in the hands of new co-workers. That's great.
So, looks like you have to make a choice, newbie.
Don't call me a noob, huh?
Which section will you be working? In the kitchen with Trinity and Quinn, or up here in the front with me and Leia?
Oh shit, this is where I pick the routes, right? I froze, looking into each of the employees and thought, I had to choose? I was good at the jobs, but I guess I had to focus on one side to work efficiently. I didn't want to ruin the clockwork of the cafe by doing both. I thought about the people in each section. Trinity and Quinn were obviously the chefs of the cafe, and a third would help, at least as someone who has fetched only their ingredients and make sure everything was in order. However, Leia and Joey worked in the front, who knew how people were going to be needing servers come Valentine's Day. I had to weigh in my option, kitchen or server. Oh man, okay, if I'm being real right now, I kinda wanna do Leah's route first, if she is available. I can't lie there. So I kind of want to be server. Kind of want to be server. Okay. Since I was going to work in the front with Joey and Leia, I was given the uniform to wear. I matched the two of them, and luckily enough, I was told that I could adjust my outfit whatever style I wanted, as long as it was appropriate for the cafe. Joey and Leia seemed happy to have me on board, but I couldn't blame them. And I couldn't blame them. If the rush was going to be crazy as I imagined, then the more people who were in the front, the better.
I look forward to working with you.
Me too!
It would be good to have some help. Trinity and Quinn can run the kitchen together just fine for the rush.
Right. It felt a little weird to be dressed like a server for a cafe. Mind you, not many local cafes had servers, so I was definitely in a few new experiences. At least for the outfit I wore looked good on me. My two coworkers didn't look half bad either. In fact, it made me more excited to work with them. Is she checking them out right now? Leia was a ball of sunshine, friendly and kind, but I could tell that she saw the world I could tell that she saw the world with rose-tinted glasses. It almost felt inhuman to think about, but imagining her angry or even remotely upset seemed like a curiosity just to compare her with her smile. Joey, on the other hand, was more of a mystery to me than anything else. He put a strong and almost stoic exterior, but somehow managed to pull a charm out of the thin air. As if it was peeking through the cracks of his shell. I couldn't help but wonder why was that. Both of them, however, ran the front of the clockwork. Joey ensured the organization of the cashier and the counter, while Leia made her new job to clean and organize the table and booths. So, was the cafe closed today?
Huh? Oh, yes. Kay is on a business trip while our supervising manager, Naomi, is in France for a demonstration.
Okay, so I haven't done, Seduce Me, I haven't done Naomi or Zuzu's route, but I do know that they're involved with the cafe and stuff, so that's nice.
Both the owner and the manager are gone for a period of time. We closed the cafe on the first day to prepare for the day after. The next day we open, and everything runs smoothly with no one knowing the wiser.
Smart.
It's nice when things go smoothly. Then again, nothing wrong ever happens here.
Once again, like I said, you don't know my background. I could be a serial killer right now, so...
You really shouldn't say it like it's impossible for bad things to happen, Leia.
Well, I haven't seen anything bad happen here since I started working here, and I've been here longer than you, Joey.
Never say never.
Leia really was the optimistic of the pair. It was rather refreshing to see such positivity, but Joey had a point. You should never jinx luck by saying nothing bad will ever happen. Positive is it's better to be real. Okay.
See, positive thinking always wins.
Whatever you both say.
You'll see it the way I do one day, Joey. After all, you get to work at the best cafe in Chicago.
I am thankful for that. Let's just leave it at that.
Despite the differences between them, working with Leia and Joey looked like it was going to be a lot of fun. My first day of work was definitely not what I expected. I was asked to go in at 6 a.m., oh my god, and was scheduled until 8 p.m. later that day. Dude, that reminds me of my old job. Oh, it's so awful. I could only hope that the rush would not run me over. When I arrived, there was already a line circling around the block. Holy crap.
Hey, Over here!
Are you just like in a random alleyway right now? a little step to the alleyway and I found the back entry of the cafe. Perfect. Oh, okay. I was about to say, was he just hanging out like there for no reason?
Come on! We gotta meet and psych ourselves up!
For some reason, Quinn reminds me of Prompto from Final Fantasy 15. I don't know why, he just does. Right. Once inside, I was greeted with an anxious energy. I could tell that all 4 of my coworkers were nervous, but I was a new person. I knew I added a hefty amount of my own into the mix.
So, are we ready to open the gates?
You make it sound like this is a terrible thing.
It's not terrible, more so than it's exhausting.
I'm sure we'll be fine. Just gotta pace ourselves.
And we get like trampled by a herd. Despite the fear of the day ahead, with a solid nod from each person, we were ready to go. This panic was not going to do me in, and I had to make sure I pulled my weight. I did not want this event to fail because of a mistake I made. And thus the event began and the crowd flooded in. Uh-oh.
Thank you so much for coming.
How may we serve you, ma'ams?
Walking in the front, I was actually a bit terrifying. Couples and groups began to pour in, hoping to snag a sweet or two for the sale price of the event offered. I found myself rushing back and forth between tables, making me work my brain hardcore. Uh-oh. How can I help you today?
Can I get some macarons and coffee, please?
I'd like some tea and tiramisu.
A milkshake is just fine for me, thank you.
1 slice of your famous strawberry cake, please.
Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shit. I have less time today. I mean, this round. Oh my god. Oh fuck. God damn it. Okay. There we go. Holy crap.
Good job.
Huh? Oh, thanks. I managed to serve my customers perfectly within a minute of each other. Seeing their faces light up at my fast delivery made me feel a little bit proud of my work I was doing. To see them enjoy the food I gave them just added a pinch of accomplishment.
Hey, don't let it get to your head. We have more customers.
That's true. That's so true. Huh? Oh, right. At least Joey and Leia helped me into reality. I was pretty sure that later in the week I would adjust to the flow of the cafe and eventually everything would become routine and almost tedious. For now, though, everything was new and it was a new experience. At some point, the crowd seemed to die down a bit, at least to where the 3 of us could relax for a minute or two. I managed to sneak behind the cashier and sit down, having to been on my feet for a long period of time. How did servers survive? Dude, I don't know. When I was working in catering, man, I almost died. Like, I hated it, because you're standing for, like, fucking hours. Shout out to anyone working in food services, because it's really difficult. Joey walked around the counter and spotted me, crossing his arms and raising an eyebrow at me before shrugging and organizing some stuff of pastries on display.
Tired already?
Yeah, I'm bushed.
Don't give up just yet. We've got a couple more hours to go before we close up.
I furrowed my eyebrows and looked up at the clock on the wall. He was right. It was only 1 p.m. We had 7 more hours to go before we could call it a day. Jeez.
Don't stress out too much. Leah's taking most of the weight. Take a break.
Thanks, man. Huh? I peeked over the counter to see Leia still on top of her game, bussing tables and serving a small line of customers still in flow. The click of her heels made me drop my jaw. She hadn't sat down or stopped once. I felt that she was taking brunt of the work, but hearing Joey's statement, I could tell that this was normal for her. I'm gonna help her. I want to help her. I couldn't sit around while she was just working. I quickly got up and made my way around the counter, hopping into the fray and taking orders from the new customers that walked in. Here, I got these.
Huh? Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome, Leia. Leia smiled at me, which almost made her light up. I was entranced at the sight, but shook my head and got back to bussing tables. I made a priority to keep work equally balanced between me and Leia. Maybe it was a pride thing. Maybe it was because I wanted to help Leia. Who knows? Maybe because you like her, okay? There came a point where Leia and I had finished serving the last new customers and had a moment to actually stop and relax. Leia led her aside, wiping her brow with a pink handkerchief she hid in her apron.
Oh, the masses are letting us have a break.
You're telling me. Her laugh is so cute! Leia giggled, causing me to laugh a bit as well. I barely noticed how much time passed, but I felt glad that I was able to assist Leia in making work a little easier.
Thank you very much for helping me. I know that this was your first day, but Joey and I really appreciate the work you've been doing.
Huh? Oh, sure. Anytime, Leia.
Look alive, you two. Another rush coming in.
Fuck. Leia and I looked to the window at Joey's exclamation, seeing a large group forming outside or ready to enter the cafe. Despite the sight, Leia let out a happy giggle.
Well then, guess we better go make their day, huh?
Without a second response, Leia rushed over to welcome them, seat the new customers. As of the small seconds of standby, she was already enough to fully recharge her. How? Before I knew it, I was back on my feet and the rush began again. The ways alternate with breaks in between. But I somehow managed to survive the wait until 7 p.m. Day 1 closed with us barely having any energy to speak to each other, only able to say our byes for now. The day 2 was barely different from the first, with the next day being Valentine's Day, a large rush of people piled in, most likely not to get trampled during the big holiday. At least my body was getting used to it a little bit.
You ready?
Oh god.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
You said that yesterday.
Hey, we're here, right? We were fine yesterday, too.
Save that energy for the crowds.
The second day in front it was a bit heavier than the first. Being that we were in the day away from Valentine's Day, we had to manage.
Hey, do you mind bussing the tables on the right? They just sat down.
Got it.
Better hurry and fill those orders. More people are coming.
Oh shit. As much as Joey's words didn't help, I had to focus. I didn't want to screw up the second day on the job. Hello, how may I help you today?
I'll just have some creme brulee. Thanks.
Okay.
I'd like ice cream. Chocolate, please.
A coffee and some cheesecake. Can I get tea and macarons?
Oh god, okay, freaking hell. And just like that, I nailed my orders. Leah and Joey seemed proud, Leah giving me a smile and Joey sending me a small nod in my way of approval. I was nailing this, but I could only assume that the experience of the first day taught me well. At long last, the wave that had been rushing in finally calmed to the slow beat. Slow enough for us to take a breath, take a break, and breathe. Despite being fully energized yesterday, Leah seemed a little bit more exhausted than expected. Hey Leah, you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
No problem. You don't need to lie though. Leah gently leaned against the display counter and wiped her head with her pink handkerchief, letting out a breathy laugh.
Today is going to be long, but at least people are enjoying their food.
It took a moment for me to get what Leah was saying. The customers eating their meals were happy, chatting, or lost in their own world, smiles painted on their face with genuine joy. I guess this was the benefit of working in such a place. However, one thing was off. Where's Joey? Leah listened to my question and looked around, becoming curious as well, before letting out a small sigh.
He's probably in the alley listening to music. If you want to check up on him, you can. He'll be back in a minute.
Gonna stay with Leah. If Leah trusted that he would come back in time, then I trusted her word. I took a moment to clean up a couple of tables, preparing them for the next wave of people, as Leah watched on.
You're really getting used to this, aren't you?
Huh? I looked over to see Leah smiling at me. I stopped and stood up straight, nodding. Yeah, I thought it would be difficult to do, but I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of serving. Leah giggled and gave me a thumbs up.
Good. We have many more people to make happy this Valentine's Day.
For a second, a thought crossed my mind. Before I could control it, my voice let the question of it slip. How are you so happy and excited to serve people? It's a bit rude, but okay. Leah stared at me for a moment, absorbing the question and formulating her answer behind her enigmatic eyes. Was my question really that deep and reflective to answer? Finally, Leah replied with a much greater smile.
Because I like making people happy.
Aww.
It's a fault of mine, I know. But I like to assume that everyone is a good person.
Leah, you're such a cinnamon roll! Oh my goodness! The silence that lingered in the air between us only jabbed her answer into my soul that much harder. She truly was innocent, yet she was aware of it and accepted it happily.
Yes, I know it can be a bit unnerving, but positivity hasn't failed me yet. And even if it does, I will continue to try and keep smiling and doing my best to make other people happy.
Aww. That's really noble of you. I was awestruck to say the very least. Leah stared at me for a moment, hearing my compliment before giggling and playing with her ponytail.
It's nothing, really. But thank you.
Oh, she's so cute! Okay. At last, Joey came into the cafe from the kitchen and stretched, having a good moment to himself. Before long, we were back to the grind of the day, serving people and doing our jobs. The day was rough, but with the three of us working together, we were able to serve every customer to the fullest and walk away feeling proud of the work we did. Ending the second day of work was somehow much more tiring than the first. Maybe it was because of the workload, or maybe it was because of the tediousness of the job starting to get to me. Either way, I had to shake it off and go to the third day, Valentine's Day. Talk about being nervous. I was internally shaken. If the first 2 days were merely a glimpse of what chaos that would occur, then the actual holiday would be a nightmare. I expected to prepare for the worst. No breaks, no time to settle in any form of autopilot mode. I had to be constantly on my toes. At least this was the last day of the event. However, one question lingered. What happened after the event? Was the job temporary, or was this a job that I was going to keep for a while? The details never discussed with me, but I guess I had to wait until either Kay, the owner, or Naomi, the manager, was able to talk about it. At least this week was worth $725. The psych up for the third day seemed a little off. Despite Leia being happy and positive of the bunch, something about her smile seemed nervous for the day ahead. Probably for the expectant of crowds.
Alright, gang. Last day of the event. We got this.
Do we, though?
Let's do the best we can.
We can do this. We can relax and celebrate after.
You know what, Leia? You're right. Let's aim to get everything done. Then we can have a little event of our own when we close up.
We can do that? The group nodded, assuring me that the party was okay to have after the cafe hours. I felt a little energy rush through me, excited to celebrate an event well done. I could get through this. I knew it. I was stunned to see how many people would line up for the cafe. There was never an empty table, and the line seemed to stretch endlessly beyond the front door. Needless to say, we had our work cut out for us.
Hey, tables on the left need assistance. Get on that.
All right.
Let's do the best we can, all right?
Today was the last day of the event. We finished it strong and started the success of the first handful of orders. Hey, how can I serve you today?
Hello. Can I just get some coffee, please?
Ooh, your strawberry cake sounds delicious! I'll take a slice of that.
Tea, please.
I'd like a milkshake, a cupcake, and some tiramisu!
Oh god. Okay, here we go. Okay, god damn it. So far, so good. I was busting out orders left and right, trying to get as much done as possible. Sure, being a server was hard enough, but once you got the ball rolling, time seemed to slip from your mind as you wind up at the lull before you know it. At last, the crowds eased up a bit, and we were given some time to stop and breathe. Leia and Joey walked behind the counter and began to restock the display case while I cleaned off the tables in preparation for the next wave. I smelled as Leia nudged Joey and cocked her head towards the kitchen door, allowing him to pull out his headphones and plug them into his phone and walk through. Leia, however, continued to stock the case. Go to Leia! After cleaning off the last empty table, I washed my hands and went over to offer assistance to Leia. Need any help? Leia looked over and smiled, holding the tray of pastries freshly made from the kitchen.
Why, yes, I do need help sorting these. Thank you.
With a small laugh, I began to help her and place the pastries from the tray into the appropriate spots in the display. While I was mainly focused on which pastries were what, Leia made the ones that she placed look picture-ready. You sure got a good handle on making these pastries look good.
Huh?
Leia paused for a moment, looking into the display case to see what I meant, before giggling and nodding.
Well, a lot of people take pictures of the pastries in the case. Might as well make the pictures worth taking.
I had to agree to that. It was good for business, and it was good for a slight sentimental value to remember the pastries you liked. I was curious, though, about Leah's history with the cafe. Why not ask now? So, Leah, how long have you worked here?
Oh, I've worked here for 3 years now. This cafe is such a wonderful place. I just can't bring myself to leave it.
Aw, really? Have there been opportunities to? Leah nodded and shrugged cutely.
I've been asked to be a manager or a secretary at many local businesses, but nothing feels like waking up and working at a cafe. You meet so many nice people and you start their day off.
It works with your goals to make people happy. Leah nodded, affirming my statement. She really was a woman devoted to humanity. There were not so many people like her, and I couldn't help but respect that.
I want to thank you for being honest with me, by the way.
Huh? Leah twirled her hair around her finger and continued to speak, reminding me of our brief conversation yesterday.
When you said my reasons were noble. Not many people see it that way and think I'm just being naive. But I'm glad someone can see that I meant what I said.
Aww.
You don't know how much that means to me. Truly and deeply. Thank you.
I want to hug her. She's so sweet. Leah gently lifted up my hands and simply held them, letting the warmth of her own resonate with mine. It felt nice and I felt calm, despite having more to do in that cafe. Oh my god, they're holding hands! Leah was special and I intend to see the relationship between us grow. Both of us, however, wound up looking at the time and checking the window for more customers. As luck had it, we had a line starting to form outside and we had to get back to serving. Joey walked in the cafe right on cue to start ushering people inside to take their orders at the cashier. Alright, let's finish this off and make some people's days.
Right.
So cute! It was over. It was finally over. After a wave upon wave of customers, we tore our way through the crowd and managed to feed every person that came in to precise ease. The Valentine's Day rush had ended and there were no more customers to deal with after 8 p.m. Each of us felt sweet relief as Leah twisted at the deadbolt of the front door and officially locked up.
We are now closed. Good work, everyone.
We did it! Oh, what a week.
Right? That was a lot. We definitely had more customers than last year.
Well, we can thank the biggest space for that.
We had to group a pair of tables together to make a large enough eating area for us. To sit down and actually be able to finally sink into the chair was absolutely pleasurable. Almost sexually so. To think that I had made it through the days, the appraisal was going to be well worth it. Quinn rushed into the kitchen, brought out a gorgeous pink and soft yellow cake, setting it down between us and slicing it up for consumption. I was ecstatic to see the pink velvet inside and couldn't wait to eat it. You guys are amazing.
You too. We couldn't have done this without you.
Yay, Leia, you're so cute. I looked up to see all 4 of my coworkers looking up at me with genuine smiles. I couldn't help but smile as well. I was happy to help, and if I wanted to keep this job, I would be able to work with them a little longer. As I thought of that, my phone began to buzz. Huh? Hello?
Hey, I heard you did a fantastic job
How does
during
this
the
woman
rush.
know so much?
I hope it wasn't too difficult to handle.
Oh no, everything worked out in the end.
Good! Awesome! All right then. Well, I've already mailed your paycheck, so you should have it by tomorrow. But there is one question that still remains.
Wait, how does she know my address? What the fuck? Okay, would I continue working there? If the question is if I want to continue working here, I don't know. Leah's cute. Like, in my opinion, I prefer not to work in food services just because, like, my past history with it. It's not, like, exactly for me, and it's not fun for me, but, Leah's cute, and I like her, so I just gotta stay here. In all honesty, this seemed like a good job to have. The pay was good, the people who worked here were great, and who knows, maybe I could wind up going far into the future thanks to this job. I was willing to stay a little longer. Everyone around me seemed extremely happy at my answer, eating silently to not disturb my phone call, but grinning at from ear to ear.
Great! Naomi, the manager, should be returning tomorrow, and she'll be able to work with you to sign the tax papers and stuff. Legalities and all. What's up with that?
Right.
Alrighty then. I look forward to seeing you in the cafe. Have a good night.
You too. As I hung up, Leah let out a gigantic cheer, scaring everyone a bit.
Yay! We have a new member of the family.
Hold on, we're a family now? I already have one numbskull brother.
I heard that.
We've always been a family. We work so well together, it only makes sense.
Aw, Leah, you're so sweet. I was happy at Leah's excitement, but I was more excited to see what the future would hold. Would I like it here in the long run? Who knew? Still, it was something to be worth exploring. As I continued to work front with Leah and Joey, since the rush was over, the attendance of the cafe seemed much more calm and manageable. Serving people became almost pitifully easy. Leah, however, still continued to work hard and gave every customer a perfect experience. I had to condemn her for her hard work and found myself following in her footsteps, hoping to find the same level of accomplishments as she did. There were moments where I was able to help and aid her, giving her the well-deserved break from work.
All right, 2 lattes and...
a tray of macaroons? I got it for you, Leah. The surprised look on her face and the smile that followed after were word enough for helping her.
Thank you!
Soon enough, we managed to work symbolically, moving like a well-oiled machine to serve customers and have enough time to relax together. We did what we could to make both of our lives easier and better. At one break, Lee even went so far to give me a special gift. What is it? It's not a handkerchief for me! Huh, Leah? A new clean orange handkerchief that matched hers.
Please, take it. I'm happy that I can work with you.
Her gesture pulled at my soul. I knew that at that moment I was going to grow closer to her in the future. Perhaps the Valentine Panic was a good panic after all. Leah's kindness. Oh, so sweet. Look at her. Yay! That was it. That was very short and sweet. That was a good one. Yeah, I really like how Leah's character is. She's very, like she said, she's very naive, but she's glad that the character, our MC, was able to recognize that it makes her happy to make other people happy, even if it seems really stupid, because it seems like Joey was criticizing her in the beginning. But I really like how this story is. It's very short and sweet, perfect for Valentine's Day. I'm just very sad that I couldn't get out for Valentine's Day. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to get the game yourself, there's a link in the description where you can check it out and grab the game on itch.io. And remember to check out Michaela Laws, who is the creator of this game, and check out her stuff, her Patreon and stuff, so she can make more games like this. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Ah! Sugar! No! Don't! I'm